This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com with a big daily wrestling news update for you. Rampage from AEW last week tied the rating of Collision. They both got a 0.12. Rampage Friday, Collision on Saturday. Rampage had a big parking lot brawl that I watched a bit of it. It seemed pretty good. AEW is trying hard and doing some good stuff, I think. SmackDown, heading into Summerslam, did a 0.62. Nick Aldis is supposedly getting a tryout as a WWE producer, starting at Raw tonight and a few other times. I don't know why they use producers that have never even had success in WWE to produce WWE wrestlers to be successful. That kind of boggles my mind. But I guess they didn't want him as a wrestler, which says something there. Cody apparently might be Seth Rollins' future opponent for the third WWE World title. Gangrel is hinting he might have a WWE match with Edge before Edge retires. Ronda Rousey, who reportedly made $1.5 million base salary in WWE and $2.1 million in merchandise sales, so over $3 million a year in WWE, and I'm pretty sure she was a part-timer. She never seemed to like pro wrestling, and she made an Instagram post saying, quote, Shayna Baszler was the reason she got into the business. Now she got no reason to stay, end quote. Well, one reason to stay, I understand WWE's probably not going to be, they're under, maybe one of the big reasons why WWE and Ronda Rousey are parting ways, because $2.1 million in merch is a lot. I know she never kept her momentum from the start, and she was often very bitchy on social media and critical about the company. But maybe UFC doesn't want to renew these higher price contracts, or Endeavor, the new company. Maybe they don't want to renew these people. One reason for Ronda getting back into pro wrestling is if AEW makes her an offer she can't refuse. There's another known name that AEW needs more known names. Maybe I would suspect, she could go back to UFC. She didn't have very good last two performances. Supposedly they disturbed her. Would that make her want to fight again? To not end her MMA career on such a bad note? I don't know. But I could see AEW making her a very good offer. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't know if Ric Flair's under contract at WWE or not, but I don't know why they don't use Ric Flair in some capacity in AEW if he's not under contract, because he would make a hilarious manager. He's very entertaining. And John Paz was just pointing out to me today, Ric Flair did an interview with John Paz last year on this channel, and one of the clips did very well in views of Flair talking about Harley Race. So obviously Ric Flair still has a lot of popularity, but I'm not Tony Khan. Apparently Baron Corbin wants to stay in NXT for a while. I probably would too, because usually where you go if you're being demoted to NXT after that is a release. But I'm sure AEW would pick him up. But I've heard through several people that Vince McMahon actually really likes Baron Corbin. And R-Truth was another guy that Vince McMahon really likes. As far as this WrestleQuest video game, apparently either Hannibal or the Blood Hunter is in this WrestleQuest new video game coming out. I'm going to look for more information on that. Regarding SummerSlam, the reported crowd that WrestleTickets found, including comps, was 51,477. WWE is claiming they had 59,000. Either way, they had a gate of 8.5 million, which is huge. 7 million in sponsors, which is huge. In searches, I made a quick mistake this morning. 500,000 people Google search Jake Paul's fight over the weekend, only 200 for SummerSlam. So SummerSlam not even getting half the Jake Paul fight searches. A couple things. People are talking about Nigel McGuinness possibly wrestling at Wembley Stadium. I hope he gets that chance. He had hepatitis B, and I don't know if he ever wrestled since coming out about that. I don't know. TNA released him at that point, so that'd be good to see someone with hepatitis that had it and got cured come back and wrestle again. X-Pac is another guy that got cured of hepatitis that hasn't wrestled in a major company since. And there's been talk of him in AEW. So I'd like to see some barriers broken. FM Ghost, yeah, she'll probably have another kid. She's, I mean, she can do whatever she wants. She's rich. She's very successful. But I don't think this is going to be the last we see of her in wrestling. Do I ever interact with CM Punk? I've never interacted with him. I'm neutral towards him now. I wasn't a fan of him personally, but I do think he's a good businessman. Yeah. I have nothing bad for. Oh, speaking of CM Punk, though, apparently AJ Lee has given Women of Wrestling her notice, so that's a good sign that she'll probably be in AEW soon. By the way, AJ Lee was hired from the same WWE tryout I was hired from back in 2009. So, yeah, I got nothing for. I mean, I almost died like a month ago. It's coming up into a month anniversary. I'm not gonna hate on CM Punk. I'm gonna be neutral. Unless people have really done personal shit to me, I don't really care anymore. I'm just happy to be here and reporting the news, researching the news. That's what I like to do. And I wish everybody a great evening. Enjoy Raw if you're going to watch Raw. I'm not. I'm going to do some DDP yoga.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews